Welcome back, everyone. So happy you are dedicating a few minutes of your day to this podcast. Deeply grateful for this. I work really hard on these episodes to provide you with value, with something that you can use and apply daily if you decide to. If you like this podcast, I would love it if you go on iTunes and give me a quick review. It takes about 2 minutes. To do so, you need an iTunes account, unfortunately. But you can go to iTunes, click on podcasts, and then look for my podcast, and you can leave a review there. Really quick, just a one-liner or a two-liner, and that will help me. It will help the podcast come up in searches more frequently. It's just an algorithm that Apple has. So right now I don't have a lot of reviews there, but if you're listening regularly, I would love to have your thumbs up. It will not only help my podcast, it will help other people find me quicker. So thank you for tuning in. Episode 55 already. And if you listen to some of my recent episodes, you may have noticed that I started speaking more about the body and specifically exercise and nutrition. In yesterday's episode, I gave you an overview on how I believe that everything ties together. Nutrition, sleep, movement, and emotional well-being all contribute to our level of performance, whether you spend your days mostly using your physical body or you pull most of your energy from your brain. To be the best we can be in our work, our personal lives, in our spiritual endeavors, we need to consider all aspects of our being, always. I see the physical body as a shell that our spiritual being inhabits. Our looks, our physique, muscles, and everything that makes up our appearance is a shell. The inside, the hidden part that others cannot see or touch. We have our mind, which is comprised of thoughts and experiences. And we have our spirit, also often called our soul. I strongly believe that the more all elements are in harmony, our mind, our spirit, and our body, the more fulfilling life becomes. This balance of all parts of our being shows up in some of the following ways. A clearer vision for life. Your passions, your dreams, things you want to accomplish, your values, what is important to you. I covered each of these in previous episodes. Better performance in all areas. More focus, increased energy, a positive outlook, and an inner peace. This will all help you to be better at what you do. Whether that is your work, where you need to perform and deal with challenges often involving people, or at home, with your family, or in your community. You will find yourself more alert, more present, more centered, and more resistant to difficult situations. And I can attest to all of these. And that is why I created this podcast. By making a small effort in one or more of these areas, all of us can achieve these results, no matter what your work or your personal life looks like. You just need to dedicate some time to it. And maybe you came to my podcast with one specific goal. Maybe you're looking to find answers to questions you carry inside. Spiritual questions, maybe related to purpose and direction in life. Maybe you're trying to overcome obstacles, fears, working through pain or suffering. I doubt you came to this podcast looking for guidance on exercise and diet, but as you can see, it all ties together. And it's important to me to bring this up because I see the effects and I see the benefits of it. And this is what I want to do with today's episode. I want to bring it all together in this episode about daily tasks. By now, I have spoken a ton about routines, planning and setting goals, time management, etc. I also often repeat myself when I encourage you to take small steps. So today, I want to give you a tool that you can use and that would get you started in a small but consistent way on a journey to integrating body, mind, and spirit. And that is a daily task list. I know you wonder, and I know you were probably hoping for something more magical, but it's just, unfortunately, to disappoint you, very simple. And don't worry, it's also not as bad as it sounds, because I know when you hear the word list, you'll start cringing. But remember, I'm a believer in small but manageable tasks that get you closer to where you want to be. Because this is what works for me, and I wouldn't share something with you that I haven't tried, or something that I think sounds cool but doesn't really work for me. I have experimented a lot with different tools and lists, but the one I always find myself able to keep up with and that I think is most useful is a daily task list. And as a side note, you may have noticed a toolbox link on my website. My goal is to post all these tools I share here on this podcast there, but I probably need to take a week off from work to get that done. My days are super full right now, but I do plan to work on it. So just keep listening to my episodes. I will announce it when I've started to post there. So here it goes. Very simple. Hang in there with me. First question, what are you working on? Where is your focus? What do you want and need to get done? And let me clarify. I'm talking about the things that you deem important. If your 8-to-5 job is just a means of income, then I wouldn't include it in this. The goal of a daily list is twofold. A, you want to turn ambition into action, and B, you want to turn action into results. So let me say it again. Ambition into action, and action into results. And this corresponds with two types of tasks that your list should cover. Ambition lies in the things that you want to do, that you're excited about and your heart is burning for. And in this regard, I don't mean dreams that are far out in the future. I'm talking about the things that you're ready to start on. Motivation and drive are present. And then action lies in the things that you're working on already. However, action doesn't equal results, so to ensure you produce something measurable and tangible, we need to make sure the outcome is clearly defined. To review, the first step is think about what you want to start and think about what you're already working on. And it may be one or the other, or it may be both. Second step, ideally, your task list should cover the 3 areas we reviewed earlier. So start thinking about them and the things you can do each day to ensure you address them. So many things can fall under these. It really depends on where you are in life and what is important to you, and also what needs addressing for you. Body, anything related to health, fitness, and nutrition. Mind, that is anything related to performing well in all mental tasks such as sleep, intellectual challenges, or stimulation and social interaction. And then spirit, anything that attends to your inner balance and ensures that you have peace. You define what these activities are for you. You don't have to cover all 3 areas necessarily with your list. Start small but challenge yourself. If you already go to church every Sunday, then you don't need to put that on your list. Your list should challenge you. It's meant to help you keep at it. The things you write down for each day need to be reviewed the day of, before you head out the door, so you have them on your mind. When they are on your mind, they get done. You're less likely to agree to go to happy hour with your coworkers when you know you have a goal to hit. And that's the goal of the list, to get you moving on something that you want to do and to keep you trucking on what you have already started, so you don't lose that momentum. So to give you an example, my podcast is a task that I've already started on, but it requires daily attention. I need to think about content for my episodes, plan them, write them, record, and then edit. There are things on my website that require attention, such as blog posts. So every day of the week will have at least one task related to my podcast. That is the action part of my list. I already have movement, but I need to keep it up. I cannot lose traction. It covers the mind area of my body as it challenges me mentally. For you, it may be exercise. You started running or another workout program and you want to make sure you keep it up. So write down what you will do each day. 5 miles Monday, 2 miles Tuesday, or write down the classes in the gym you're going to take each day. If your focus is your diet, say you started a specific regimen, it's okay to write down what you will eat that day. Maybe you look at your calendar, and if you have planned outings that require you to order restaurant food, start looking at the menus and plan your meals for those days. And then plan the things that you have ambition to start. It could be something you started but you don't keep it up consistently. Examples are learning a language, meditation or some form of stillness, yoga, listening to my podcast or other podcasts daily, or maybe writing or reading consistently. And then the third step and the last step is write it down. I do this every Sunday afternoon. Doesn't take me long, maybe 30 minutes. I take a plain piece of paper. I list the days of the week, Monday through Friday. I usually treat the weekends separately. Since my schedule on the weekends is different, I list the things I want to accomplish over the weekend separately. I like planning activities on my calendar. While I may not stick exactly to the times, but it still helps me to plan the big tasks that need to get done. Since I work a regular job during the week, there's little free time for much extra. But I have found that the task list keeps me on track. Many times after work, I find myself tempted to get lost on my phone, Instagram, Facebook, just surfing. But now I usually have 1 to 2 concrete tasks that I want and need to get done every day. The podcast is daily, and then I may have different things for other days. A dinner with a friend or social time. A salsa class at the gym for which I need to leave work earlier. Those are all my ambition elements. So this list is not long. I told you it's easier than you think. Your mind cannot remember 20 tasks each day. You will not get to 19 of them. So keep it simple and focus on the big fish you want to fry. Every morning, review your list before you head out the door so that the 1 or 2 tasks that you set for the day are on your mind. And this is it. Daily tasks. Very simple. One thing that you want to keep going on, but maybe it's a little challenging. And one thing that you really would like to get started. And it doesn't have to be one thing. It could be just different things on different days. But something that you really have ambition to do and that you want to spend more time on. So whatever it is for you, find it and write it down. And I hope this daily task list helps you as a tool to integrate body, mind, and spirit in a more complete way. Much love. Until next time. And remember, reach out with questions if you have them.